Hey, what's going on, people? Fishmonger here again. Gonna showcase you, gonna try to keep it quick. I always try to say I make quick videos and they never end up being quick, but I try to just go over a couple of the tiny little new versions or things we got, features going on for this 2.0 Legion version. First thing I did, I made the overlay, well, I took the overlay away. It's now called a status window. So if you minimize this and open this up again, you notice that the text that was fixed to the background is no longer there. It's now on a mobile window, which you can move around, which is really, really nice. And I also changed the fishing search box. Used to be static. It was denoted by those yellow squares or circles, and now it's basically a mobile box that you can move around to wherever you want and change its size and everything. And not only that, but you can also change. You can basically save its location for different profiles depending on what you do, and you can move it around like that. So, for instance, if I cast, I'm casting pretty much like all around here, right? So it actually allows me to, I can just kind of go like this and say, I don't need to search this huge area here. I can just search this smaller area here for my fishing. And, well, let me just roll with this here and see how this works out. Let me take the AFK manager off. You know, you can see that it's going to limit the search to just that tiny little area, which is great if you're doing stuff like fishing in Margos's Retreat or fishing in pretty much anywhere where there's like a whole bunch of flora or fauna. God, I don't think I'd ever use those two words like this, but flora and fauna. If you're in an area where there's a ton of them, and they're always getting in the way, and they're kind of creating issues for your searching, well, now you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about repositioning your character to find the perfect area for the bobber to cast. You can pretty much throw your character wherever you want, cast out, find out where the bobber's going. As long as it's in an area where there's nothing around it, throw your search box right around that area, and it'll be a lot easier for you to handle your fishing. So it's a nice little feature that basically works really good. And I think I should actually be a little bit higher than 80 for my color sensitivity. I noticed I missed one there. It should be a little bit higher than 80, but that's not a big deal. I'm not fishing for long periods of time right now here. But the other thing I added was the AFK manager, and I'll just go over this again real quick. But if you click on this, it brings up the screen that says, when do you want your minimum logout time to be, and when do you want your maximum logout time to be? In this case, I got 5 and 15. So if I save those, right? Basically, if I start fishing, what happens is, let me pause this real quick. But if I start fishing, it throws a little number up here. It says 9. Well, that number is basically the random number it chose between 5 and 15, and it's going to log me out and log me back in again in 9 minutes. And what that does is that clears the timer on those hostile NPCs that spawn and kill you every once in a while. And I haven't noticed that being an issue really out in the oops, actually, I might as well bring this up. I haven't noticed that being an issue out in the Great Sea as much as I have noticed it like when you're in zones. In zones, it's much more likely to give you a problem than it is in the Great Sea. And I don't really know why. I guess it's the way they got it programmed. But the AFK manager takes care of that. I've gone fishing in Legion out in certain areas where normally I die in about a half hour because I get killed. I'll run for a good 2 hours, 3 hours at a time with no issues. So it's definitely working as far as preventing that goes. What is going on with my searching here? Why is my color off? I actually don't like the way my bobber looks. It's actually not... Yeah, I'm not really facing the right direction. I really kind of got to go this way. It's definitely whiter. Bring it up to 85. Let's see if I got a better average here. I hate ending a video on a Fishmonger fishing session where I'm not getting a high success rate, because it's just bad juju, you know? You don't like that bad juju. You gotta have good juju, not bad juju. So yeah, that's real nice. The AFK manager is a great little addition also. I'm gonna add in the option to make the health checker a little bit more flexible, so you're gonna be able to choose that better. A lot of people say it works good for them, some people say it never works. So I'm gonna make it so if it's not working, basically if it always works for you, then you're fine, nothing's really gonna change. But if it's never really worked for you before, you're gonna have the option now to adjust it to make it so it does work for you. So it's it should be a lot nicer. And actually you'll be able to use different add-ons for your UI, for your health and stuff like that, because right now it's kind of requires you to use the stock one, and the changes I'm going to make are going to make it so you don't have to use the stock one, which again is really, really cool. And last but not least, you can see on the window I've got there, which I kind of want to pause this, but I don't want to screw up my thing. Hang on here. I'll take off the bobber tracking real quick. But you can see I've got these things here, advanced options, reserved, 2 and 3. They're just for my troubleshooting. I put some stuff on there for troubleshooting because I wanted quick options to do that. They're probably going to be gone. I might have some other cool, nifty things in their place. I might just throw a picture of a fish up there. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do something, and it's going to be nice. Whether it's a picture of a fish or not, it's still going to be nice. So anyway, I'm just going to log out for now, and you know, if there's any features you want to see or any things you'd like to see in upcoming Fishmonger, things you'd like to see get changed, let me know. As of right now, this 2.0 version is pretty much 90% hammered away, 95% hammered away. I'm just kind of going through some beta testing, cleaning up some of the code, getting every tiny little bug out there. Then I'm going to upload it to my website, which is going to be linked here on the screen. I think if I know how to do YouTube right, it's going to be linked there. But then you're going to be able to download the latest version of it. And of course, if you have game time or play time for the old version, that works great in Warlords of Draenor. You download and use the new version, the time works for both. So it's not like you got to pay me extra money. You already paid me once. Perfectly fine with that. In fact, you don't even have to pay me. You can just use it in trial mode to try it out, which lets you use it. It's just going to be limited in its function. But if you did pay for the full version of the other one, you're going to have this one to use, and then you could swap back and forth. You can go from one to the other depending on if you're fishing in a Warlords of Draenor zone or a Legion zone. You can just close one, open the other one up, bam, they don't interfere with each other. They're completely independent, so it's a nice little change. So I like this. I'm at 100%. I got 14 fishing casts. That's a nice little thing. So I'm going to leave this on this note. I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say Fishmonger, catching you later, and have a good one. Oh, before I leave, I always have to plug my music. Fu Manchu. We're listening to Fu Manchu. I don't know why I always got to plug the music, but we are. This is The Action Is Go. Fu Manchu, great band. I think I found this guy listening to, it was Captain Beefheart on YouTube. I don't know. He's a good guy too. You should check out his channel. But Fu Manchu, awesome rockin' band. So check him out if you haven't checked him out before. And now I'm officially signing out. So fish on. Have a good one.